And today I want to talk about how my hubby and I met. Now, for those of you whose birth year doesn't even start with a 19, this is going to be a way back story. Like, for instance, way back when cell phones may or may not have existed. If they did, it was for the la-di-da people, and they carried them in a briefcase or something. I mean, cell phones, I didn't get my very first cell phone till, yes, again, 19-something, 94 to be exact. We met in 1987. I mean, laptops didn't exist. Home computers were not readily available for everybody. We were long distance relationship when we did start dating, and let me tell you, Ma Bell, that was actually a phone either on the wall or you had a very long cord and you carried it to the couch or the chair or wherever you were sitting. So anyway, we met in 1987 during Labor Day weekend. I had just graduated 3 months before that from high school. And I was on a school break from college because, well, Labor Day weekend is a holiday and you don't go to school then. And I was heading 3.5 hours away to visit my family because I hadn't seen them since I graduated, and they had moved me down to Arizona to live with my grandma so I could go to school. And so fast forward, I had my cousin, who's like 13 years younger than me, with me, and he was like celebrating his 6th or 7th birthday a couple of weeks prior to this, but he hadn't got to see his dad, and because his parents were divorced, and I had him with me, and so he was in the back seat of the car, and I had a cousin that I had just met over the weekend who was like 15, 16. So my uncle, my younger cousin's dad, gave me some money to take him to the store to go birthday shopping for a present. That was fun, by the way. And I'm being facetious a little bit. I mean, taking a 6 or 7-year-old shopping, and I'm not quite in my 20s yet, and I'm taking him birthday shopping, and I just didn't want any part of it. I wanted to see my family or anything. I just wanted to visit with family and get, the 411 and everything that's going on in the world. And so I needed gas for my vehicle. So across from the store where we had went shopping was a gas station. Now, most people meet their significant others, their partners, their spouses, even back then, in traditional ways. Like, they meet at a club, they meet at a bar, their friends introduce them, they meet at school. But no, not me. I was with my cousins, as I said, and I went to get gas for my car, and my car door hit something. My car, and this is important to note, was red, and I turned as red as my car, and I all of a sudden became speechless, which, for those of you who watch my videos, you know that does not happen. I am not speechless unless I have laryngitis or I don't know what. Just sometimes I get hysterical laryngitis, which, by the way, that's not hysterical. But I was speechless, and all I could say was, I need gas, and could you wash my windows, please? And I really liked this guy. He was just everything I thought I wanted in a guy. Still is. And I was raised to not ask a guy out, but I was in a little bit of a predicament. I still had Wyoming plates on my car because that's where I lived before I graduated high school, is Wyoming. He didn't know that I was living in Arizona, where I was currently living and going to school there. And I'm in New Mexico. So I was in a predicament. And so I asked him out. I started saying, hey, what's your name? And hey, we're just down over here. My family on my dad's side, they're team ropers. And so we happened to be at a Memorial Day weekend team roping that I was watching my family do. And I said, hey, if you get time, you can come and see us. I'm over there. Which, by the way, he did close the gas station down a little early, and he came and visited with me. And then he visited with me the next day. And so that is how we met. That gas station doesn't exist anymore. In fact, self-serve gas stations are all they have now. That was not a self-serve gas station. It was a full service, which I was also raised to not ever use a full service, because if you're old enough to drive, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, if you're old enough to drive, you put gas in your vehicle. Don't let anybody else do it. You do it. You're the driver. So a lot of things happened that particular day. His name blew me away because there's several people in my family with his first name, and his last name, I'd always said that's what I wanted to name my boy. And so technically speaking, I did name my boy that. It's just my name and our son's name also acquired it because it's our last name. And so anyway, that was many, many years ago. For those who were just curious as to how we met, you may or not have met, I don't know. I would like you to follow me at TammyKey710 on Instagram. I would really like it if you subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you pressed a like on this. And for those who know and love Miss Charlie Girl, my awesome service dog, here she is. Say hi, Charlie. And I am still working on my GoPro. I will do a raptor video. I'm not going to keep saying it because it will happen. I just don't know when. I've got my GoPro not quite ready for setup with my wheelchair. I want to thank you, and I will see you again soon. Bye.